And that line of thinking really reminds me of the Cold War type logic, where we sort of have to, we have to win at all costs, and any sort of, conversations, negotiations, anything is completely ruled out. Do you feel that's the case, or do you think it's vastly different kind of approach?
No, it is. It is. The thinking is the same. And this is what drives people like Ambassador Jack Matlock, the last US ambassador to the Soviet Union. This is what drives him crazy. The guy's 94 years old, and he was there. He was part of the people who ended the Cold War. And he keeps emphasizing, guys, this is not what happened. The neocons keep saying, like, we won the Cold War because Reagan put so much pressure until the Soviet Union collapsed, and then we had won the Cold War. And the guy who was there, ambassador who was there, was in Moscow, and who helped Reagan to negotiate with Gorbachev, says this is not what happened. What happened is that we decided in the 80s that this Cold War should be ended. And we did so through a process of like arms control series that built trust. And in the end, we ended it in 1989 when the Soviet Union decided to let the other satellites go and basically and end the competition. The breakup of the Soviet Union was never intended. Because even George Bush Sr. in 1991, he even went to the Rada in Ukraine saying, like, please don't secede because we are very afraid what that could do if there's a civil war with the nuclear weapons. This is very dangerous. The breakup was not intended. And the Cold War was ended in 89, not in 91. And it was ended on it was a negotiated end because it was in mutual interest. But this version of history, or this way of remembering history, is all but pushed aside by the neocons, who want to have this narrative that relentless pressure breaks the enemy, and that's, in my view, that's a huge mistake. It's a huge misreading of one of the greatest achievements of the 20th century. Because, like, again, ending a war, be it a hot or a cold war, is always difficult, and it's always a huge task. I mean, also, another